I am putting up for social emotional learning. In my first video, I dived deep into how I modified the zones of regulation. It's really important before approaching calming strategies to really break down the different zones of a regulation, the different emotions, what they look like, what they sound like, what they look like on somebody's body, why someone might have emotions, what the language is to use when you have that emotion, and then talk about strategies you can use to get out of that emotion, that negative feeling. So once I really talk about all the different zones and what they look like and what might put you in those zones, then we really dive deep into strategies. One way I like to approach strategies is through books and different little mini videos to help the kiddos connect to the different feelings and the different ways that they can use strategy tools to calm down or to get into a better place or zone. I use different types of books. The first type of book I like to use is where a character has a big emotion. Typically, I use a book where a character has more of an anger or a frustration emotion and then goes through a process of using strategies in order to calm down. So throughout this video, you'll see different types of books. These are just examples. There's lots of really great resources. You can go on YouTube and just kind of use the search bar for different read alouds that focus on anger strategies or frustration strategies, depending on exactly what you're looking for. So this one happens to be Little Monkey Calms Down. And in this book in particular, Little Monkey is very angry and frustrated in the beginning of the book. And Little Monkey goes through several different types of strategies to calm himself down. And what I like to do as I'm showing the book is talk to the kids using their previous knowledge that we use to be emotion detectives. And we talk about how the monkey feels, how we know what are the clues that the monkey is feeling that way, and use language that the monkey might use. And then we talk about the different strategies that the monkey is using in order to calm down. Once we get through the book, then we start talking about different calm down choices. I put a visual in front of the kiddos, and what I do is I have a couple of different choices that we then practice together. So what I will do is I'll kind of break it up. So because we're sitting at a group table, we'll practice different breathing techniques like a deep breath. I will pass out crayons and coloring pages. We'll take a couple minutes and we'll draw. After that, we might do some yoga poses. So what I'll do is I'll spend a couple of minutes on each different calm down choice. And then at the very end, we'll talk about how those choices made them feel. Did they like it, not like it? Did they feel calm, not calm? Was it something they enjoyed or didn't enjoy? So another type of book that I like to use is just character-driven and emotion-driven books where the kiddos can come up with their own strategies. Once we've practiced different strategies, and we'll go through many different books and then many different strategies, where I'll find a book where they really talk about the emotion piece in particular. And then I'll ask the kids what kind of strategy they think the character might be able to use in order to calm down. And then we talk and discuss that. But again, with each book and with each character, we go through different types of calm down choices and really practice them. We kind of take note as to which ones were effective or not effective. Different kids have different preferences, and I've often been surprised as to what actually is effective. So even though something might be enjoyable, say a trampoline, or something active, they might enjoy it, but it doesn't necessarily calm them down. So that's something important to understand. And just because something might be calming for one kiddo, it may not be calming for another. And it's really important to watch their nonverbal cues and listen to what they're saying or thinking about these strategies. So these are just different types of activities. One of the things I like to do also is really dive into like different stretches, breathing techniques, strategies. There are lots and lots of wonderful resources on YouTube where they have children yoga and children breathing techniques. Go Noodle is another excellent resource, but there's lots of things on the internet that you can use to practice calming down strategies. And there's lots of excellent, excellent books out there and brain breaks to use with kiddos to practice different things that they can do to make themselves feel a little bit better when they're feeling grumpy or tired or angry or frustrated or even sad. So this last one focuses on if you're feeling kind of sad or your body's kind of moving too slow, what do you do in that case? Well, one of the things that we practice is maybe getting up and dancing, doing something fun with your body, wiggling around. So I have a couple of little dance videos that my children like to do, and we'll practice that as well. So these are just some simple things that you can practice with kids to get them to understand that there are ways to calm their bodies down that might be effective for them.